Yes, you heard that right. Tiffany A. Henyard, the former self-proclaimed super mayor of Dalton, Illinois, is now just one step away from actually landing behind bars. A Cook County judge has had it with her constant defiance and has issued a clear order. Show up to court in person this Friday or risk being found in contempt. No excuses, no skipping out. If she doesn't walk through that courtroom door, she could be taken straight to jail. She's no longer Dalton's mayor. She's no longer running Thornton Township. Her official power is gone, but the chaos? Still raging. Even stripped of her titles, Henyard clings to the image she built. Part political celebrity, part untouchable leader. But in a courtroom, none of that glitz matters. Here, it's about truth, accountability, and obeying the law. And right now, she's failing on all three counts. At the center of this showdown is her refusal to hand over public records, documents she's legally required to release under Illinois transparency laws. For months, she's been ducking, dodging, and ignoring requests. Now, the judge has reached the end of the line. She's already facing $1,000 a day fines until she complies, and this latest order might be her final warning before real consequences hit. This Friday, the judge has made it clear: no more Zoom appearances, no dialing in from home, no hiding behind a computer screen. She must appear in person, face to face. If she doesn't, the court is prepared to hold her in physical contempt, and that could mean jail time, real jail time. And this isn't just courtroom drama. It's the product of years of citizen frustration, relentless investigative reporting, and a trail of waste, mismanagement, and self-serving decisions that defined her time in office. During her most recent court appearance, Henyard logged in remotely and tried to wash her hands of the missing documents. Her defense? She was simply the face of the village, not the one keeping track of records. But that excuse? She's rolled it out before, and this time, the judge isn't buying a single word. The documents she's hiding are tied directly to her spending while in office. We're talking credit card statements, travel receipts, and questionable purchases that lit up watchdog radars. For months, journalists and accountability groups have been trying to get them through FOIA requests, and each time, they've been stonewalled. And even now, after being voted out, Henyard still refuses to open the books. When pressed about taxpayer-funded trips to Las Vegas, Henyard brushed it off with a smirk. One reporter asked, "Did you fly first class to Las Vegas?" Her answer? Any other questions? That smug dismissal didn't go unnoticed, and neither did the receipts. They showed taxpayer money spent at upscale Vegas spots like Cafe Hollywood and Hot and Juicy Crawfish, just steps from the Strip. Henyard claimed she had nothing to do with it, but the paper trail and the presence of her political allies on those trips tells a different story. And that's just one layer. She was also quietly inflating her annual income to more than $300,000 a year, with a big chunk coming from travel-related compensation. Sometimes when there wasn't even an official reason for her to leave Illinois. One of the most jaw-dropping examples? A Chevy Tahoe lease that should have topped out at $93,000. Instead, under the agreement Henyard signed, it ballooned to nearly $150,000, weighed down by over $55,000 in interest and fees. When village trustees confronted her, she flat out denied it was her doing, despite her own signature being right there on the contract. And it didn't stop there. Henyard built herself a personal police security detail, burning through taxpayer money with officers racking up outrageous overtime. In one extreme case, Officer Terry Young logged 303 hours in just 2 weeks. That left him about 1.5 hours a day to eat, sleep, and breathe. Yet somehow, he walked away with a $13,000 paycheck. All of it coming straight from Dalton residents' pockets. Through every scandal, Henyard's strategy has been the same: shift blame. She's pointed fingers at staff, attacked the media, and accused judges of targeting her personally. Her go-to shield? Y'all sitting up here attacking a strong black woman. And while it's true that black women in leadership face unfair scrutiny, these allegations aren't about identity. They're about possible fraud, misuse of funds, and obstruction of justice. One group, the Edgar County Watchdogs, has been on her trail from the start. They filed their first FOIA request back in January 2024, demanding transparency. It's now June, and she's still refusing to comply. The judge's patience has snapped, which makes Friday's hearing critical. If she doesn't show in person or she keeps stonewalling, contempt charges will be inevitable, fines will skyrocket, and jail time will go from theory to reality. And remember, this is only one front in a bigger storm. The FBI is still digging. So, is the Illinois Attorney General? More charges could be on the horizon. Jason House may be Dalton's new mayor, but the financial mess and missing records Henyard left behind are still casting a long, dark shadow over the town. In an unexpected twist, Dalton is now facing another controversy. This one over an attempt to seize a childhood home of newly elected Pope Leo, the first American pope who, yes, was born right here in Dalton. Against this bizarre backdrop, the question remains, will Henyard finally face the full weight of the law? Will she be forced to testify, fined, jailed? Or will she once again slip away, blaming others and spinning the story in her favor? So, what's your call? Is this the moment Tiffany Henyard finally gets held accountable, or just another chapter in her escape artist routine? Drop your take in the comments. If you think this story matters, smash that like button, share it, and subscribe so you don't miss a single update. Links to support the channel are in the description. And stay tuned. Friday's court showdown could change everything.